cause y'all know what it is.
TNN Trap News Network.
I was with Rich Trapper.
I flex with you. What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? Rich Trapper's happening in TNN Trap News Network. Back in this thing, like cook cracking this thing here at TNN Trap News Network. It's come to my attention that we have surpassed that 31,000 threshold, and we are giving away the chili May the 16th at 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time. So make sure that you're around for that chili giveaway May the 16th, Sunday, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, man. No long intro, no long talking, just giving y'all that chili out that y'all been waiting on, man. With that being said, let's get to the clip. That boy IBM Hoodlum came through and put some paint where it ain't last night, man. IBM Hoodlum came through and had some things to say. He had a crazy live last night. And Just Clips is finna let us know what's going on, man. We finna get into this content without further do's and don'ts. Let's get into it. Let's go. Shout out to Just Clips.
Up and let the world know that he has a bunch of receipts that could really damage WAC 100's career for good.
R&B is 85% of the reason why WAC True Colors is starting to show and who he really is as a person. All right, so
we have new developments in the scandal that WAC 100 is currently facing in regards to him playing pocket dice on the side of a road, apparently. And you know, the guy talking in that intro clip there, that is IBM Hoodlum. And
WAC playing pocket dice is wild work, but go on.
IBM Hoodlum, he's very close friends with LUCE CANNON, okay? And I'm sure, as all of you know by now, LUCE CANNON and WAC 100, or once, you know, I thought, and I think we all thought, were pretty close friends. They had a falling out right before LUCE CANNON ended up getting caught up in a federal RICO case. And, you know, LUCE is in prison at this very moment. IBM Hoodlum, though, he is a free man, and he has his own personal, you know, gripes, beefs, whatever, with WAC 100. And apparently this whole pocket dice on the side of the road scandal all points back to IBM Hoodlum, and he's been making content on this for pretty much the last year. So we're gonna get into that.
Wait, so WAC has been whacking it to the Yanny for a year? Oh man, Chad, this is crazy. This is crazy. For a year, WAC's been having these behaviors with this ass in
But first, I want to play a clip from the most recent No Jumper show where Adam22 explains to the audience how WAC 100 handled being asked a question about this scandal.
And my main thing about it is, like, when I hit you up to ask you what the narrative is,
curse you out.
Just, yeah, like, why you get super turned up and mad at me about it when, like, all you have to do is kind of like, just tell me, like, a couple details so I can, like, talk about it on the podcast.
I'm out of here, man.
I mean, listen, if he said...
Hey, Adam is sick for the tell me a couple details so I can talk about it part. That shit is sick.
If he said, like, yeah, I was making a video to send to my girl, I would have been like, oh, all right, I would have came on here and confidently said that.
Did he outright deny it, flat out?
No.
I mean, he kept saying it was fake, and this is the thing that really sick.
Everybody using that now faking his age.
No.
Hey,
how are y'all know they?
Hold on. This is the thing, though, that makes it kind of crazier.
Trying to tell y'all, man, WAC said that it's the same AI video that I used to make Tayef Third look like he was actually talking, even though he was actually talking on a live video, man. It's the same witchcraft, it's the same fluflammery, it's the same skullduggery, it's the same larceny.
Is that as soon as I bring it up, he goes to... Oh, I'm like, well, people are saying there's this video of you with your dick out in the train. Well, his response right away is like, yeah, well, there's a lot of people who say you're a
Yeah.
Oh, 0 to 100. Oh, bro.
Well, yeah, I know. And then I'm like, okay, but I'm not. And he's like, I believe you, but there are people who say that. And I'm kind of like looking at my phone, and I'm like, okay, but there's a video. Like, we're trying to figure out what's up with the video.
So
like,
you believe that you're not a...
Yeah.
He wants you to believe, even though it's clear evidence.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm supposed to just blindly... But I don't even know what I'm supposed to believe.
So, yeah, I feel like responding to a simple question asked by someone who WAC considers a friend, to answer them in that hostile manner, I feel like that does nothing but make WAC look even more likely to have actually done that car scene. And, you know, the whole...
My bad, that's my alarm going off. That's that go pick up your mama from the airport alarm. That's from on my way. I'm lying out the airport from the boat docks. She went on a cruise. My bad, y'all. That's that go pick up your mama alarm.
Well, AI thing, that's a crazy excuse in this case. I'm not gonna lie. It don't look like AI to me. But that's what he's out here saying. It's fake. It's fake. Okay, sure.
Hey, if somebody's AI in whack, a crazy world. A crazy world. And the fact that whack wants us to believe that somebody's AI in his whack is wild work too.
Now, the fact that he's trying to make it go away also makes it seem even more true. You know, like they say when we were kids, if it's not true, then why are you mad? It's easy to laugh off some AI slop, but when people are caught in 4K red-handed, that's when you see them start accusing others
4K meat-handed
and shooting messengers. Now, it gets way worse because now IBM Hoodlum fully broke down Wack, and he has plenty of stories about Wack and RANB. That's what's new here. It's really the RANB aspect of this. RANB is being painted as the leaker, not of the video, but in a few ways that, you know, Hoodlum
the leaker of information. But RANB is going to be a lot when it comes to what she got going on, but I'm going to let y'all catch that when IBM Hoodlum decides to drop it. But it's a lot around her for sure.
Tribes. And it's kind of like they're both petty, and they both put each other on blast in text as well as on Clubhouse on the regular whenever they get into an argument.
Wack hot, he going off about R&B. And the nigga just out of nowhere start talking about her coochie stink. Dead homies, the nigga was like, there's times where he would jack off to her because her coochie stink. Nigga, like, why would I just be making this shit up, bruh? Like, I'm not finna, this is what this came out this man mouth.
Yo, Wack's sick. Why would you even have that kind of conversation to anybody about your lady? You a sick nigga.
And then boom, when she mad at the nigga, she'll call LUCE and get to exposing him. All of that. With the being touched on when he was a kid, he liked to hear the names of the people he was touched on while they happened. All that shit came from R&B. Like I said, R&B.
Hey, that comes out a lot about him liking to hear the names of people who allegedly touched on him during intercourse. That comes out a lot. Like, that comes up a lot. That's not something that's a quiet situation. Like, this is constantly brought up.
Is the weak link, nigga. I've been saying it for over a year. R&B talk too motherfucking much. That bitch give up everything. Mind you, when I found a drop on the house, I did not know who lived in the house.
R&B talk.
When I found the drop, what this dumb bitch do? She text Sharice.
Now look, I'm not on Clubhouse. I don't have an account or none of that, and I don't even know how to go about digging through all those different audio recordings that are published to YouTube every day to maybe find this instance that IBM Hoodlum is talking about. But what I do know is this. What he said, and a lot of what he said in his video and live stream here that we're covering, it sounds believable just from watching Wack over the past few years.
Yeah, a lot of things IBM Hoodlum say definitely sound believable. A lot of things he's saying definitely makes sense. And if you know how Wack operate and how he play, it for sure makes sense.
Wack is a very much so an eye for an eye, tick for tack type of person. We just watched Adam say Wack's response to a clarifying question, and a question that was meant to help him out, was very similar to that story that was just told. You know, he tried to open up the biggest wound of Adam's career.
Right, try to hurt Adam any way he can when Adam's asking a genuine question. Even though Adam was being messy, I don't want to sit here and pretend like, oh, Adam was just asking a genuine question, he was just curious. No, Adam was being messy too, but Wack was like, you want to be messy? I'm going to be messier. You feel me? And I'm going to go with the one thing that I know a picture.
And Adam is on his side. He's trying to see if there's any easy excuses or explanations that they can run with. It's the same vibe here with the R&B thing. But guess what? It gets even more informative from this point on. So IBM Hoodlum then explains that ever since Wack disrespected his wife, he'll always go at Wack. And that's what led to him even being in position for people to present the infamous video to him. And, from really what it seems like, this is a more mild version of the things that may be in the Wack files. Because he ended up describing that he's had the video that dropped on Twitter for about a year, and if he had no integrity, then he could have dropped things that are way worse. So check this out as the main receipt was shown on his live.
I'm trying to see how this situation is going to end. Because he's saying that you could have dropped things that are way worse. Number one, what's worse? Peter pulling with the transmission. No, what's worse than that? But, you know, the Peter pulling is wild.
He made sure to scroll down his IG so no one can dispute that he's you know, telling everybody that Wack allegedly likes to play that way ever since July in 2025.
Damn. That's almost a year ago.
When you go at IBM Hoodlum go at you. Wack, you better pay attention. This is the inner workings of me. I'm calculated with it. Like I said, Wack disrespecting my wife is forever up in the air with him, bruh. So let's go down. Remember, this is all facts. I don't put nothing out there.
But you know what though? I ain't mad at IBM Hoodlum. That's what he's supposed to do, nigga. You play with my wife, I'm gonna play with you. I ain't mad at IBM Hoodlum for that. Taking retribution and revenge for his wife.
That is not accurate. Now, everybody's seen the video that surfaced on Twitter, right? Well, let's break it down. I'm gonna show you how that video got to Twitter. If you look right here on my Instagram, right? This video I put up July 31st of 2025. And if you look at this video, this is the same video that surfaced on Twitter. So one could be scratching his head like, well, maybe we wasn't paying attention. You wasn't paying attention. I couldn't put the explicit part of that on Instagram because it'll get your page flagged and you will get your Instagram taken. But that was in my possession.
I would imagine the video of Wack going wacky would get your, I imagine not get the page taken down.
It was that video was in my possession due to the transmission reaching out to me over a year ago. The transmission WAC100 was dealing with hit me up back in April of last year and was exposing their relationship to me. The transmission actually sent me that video, okay? As you can see, I uploaded that video on my Instagram page, and I've been trying to tell y'all WAC100 deals with transmissions. The video hit Twitter, it's all because of IBM Hoodlum.
Alright, so I'm be real with y'all. I'm scared to even show the censored video, but I will read off.
Don't do it, just clips. Don't do it. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. Don't do it.
I won't show it, but I'll read off what was like put over the video. It was a shrimp emoji, I believe, blown up to cover up the you know, the nasty images that some of us are scarred from seeing. And it said a reliable LGBTQ source sent me footage of WAC100 pulled over roadside beating off to him on FaceTime. There's already previous allegations of Wack being a serial meat beater. And like a shake.
Being a serial meat beater is crazy. You are not a butcher. Stop shaking the shake. Nigga, this ain't Shake Shack. Stop shaking the shake. Shake Shacker? Shaking the steak. I mean, stop it, nigga. This ain't steak and shake, nigga. You shake a Shake Shack. That's milkshakes. Nigga, this ain't steak and shake, nigga. You shaking the shack.
In my head emoji.
Steak Shack.
As the period.
Steak Shack.
So that's, if you go to IBM Hoodlum's Instagram, you will see that post. If you scroll to where you've seen him scroll to, it's really not even that much work to find it. So, you know, go check that out on your own time on a separate tab. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, well, actually, my bad. Y'all didn't see him scroll, but you get the point. Go scroll down until you see that same photo that you seen of, you know, the WAC100 challenge. The eyes closed, head leaning back, mouth slightly open. You know, once you see that pose, click on that and you'll see the censored version that was posted July 2025. But now, he's not wrong. We weren't paying attention. And, you know, the video being so heavily censored probably didn't help either.
Yeah, he's 100% right. We were not paying attention to that. Everybody kept it quiet.
Now, obviously, that had to be censored that way. But with the alleged lover posting it to Twitter recently, everyone has seen how freaky Wack is allegedly moving. Now, some more things about this situation have been cleared up because everybody, including myself, has been wondering a few things about this video. I never questioned if it's real. I don't think it's AI. If it is AI, it's the best AI I've ever seen, and probably that any of y'all have seen. Now, what I did question is how did the person get a hold of the freaky footage?
AI is so real, it possessed that man's body.
And, you know, it said at some point during this IBM live stream that the trans woman claims WAC100 pulled over to the side of the road to play with her on FaceTime. So it's basically like a phone, a phone X type of thing. Now, I'm not going to clip it because it's not out yet. But when the Adam and Wack show drops on Sunday, pay attention from what Wack says. There's some freaky rooms on Clubhouse. I think he called it like the Cash App rooms or something. And he said that the game has...
Yeah, they do have freaky rooms on Clubhouse playing Cash App games, and where women are soliciting themselves on Clubhouse, to have phone sexual encounters, very phone legs. Let's, bang, 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 bounce, wow, wow.
Had Cash App rooms on Clubhouse for years. And in these rooms, you send a Cash App and the women will do freaky virtual things. So it's not crazy to imagine that the king of Clubhouse would be on that app finding freaky little partners. I mean, shoot.
Yeah.
He met RANB.
That's real talk. I was finna say he met RANB on Clubhouse. That's right up his little freaky alley. He lost his whole wife. He lost his whole family to Clubhouse.
On Clubhouse. And left his wife at the time for her. That's what the rumor is, right? So, that would make sense. But now, speaking of RANB, Hoodlum kept dropping bombs about the love of Wack's life. Check this one out. This is getting crazy.
So, I was asking the chat, we hear you now. We keep hearing you saying, you got this content about Wack that you refuse to drop due to the nature of it. It's not internet suitable. Now, I've been saying this for a year. I've been told Wack that there's things that was sent to me not only from the transmission, but from his girl, from RANB, that exposed everything about him. Like I said, I know personal things about this man. Luce know personal things about this man. We got photos, videos. We got so much in our back pocket that we refuse to release because the nature of it. This is some things I won't touch. As a man, I personally won't do. Even though it disrespected my wife and I should be like, hey, F him, I still did not want to put that type of stuff out there, even though there was a time where I wanted to because I was so upset with him disrespecting my wife.
Alright, so you see right there is where their integrity comes back into play. As he describes, himself and Luce could easily leak things that are way worse than what we have seen. And as shocking as these allegations are,
all I want to know
they
is
really shouldn't be.
What could be way worse? What's the way worse? What is the way worse?
Because at the end of the day, RANB was a Clubhouse personality, and I guess some type of a preacher, as well. So
Ex-corn on the cob star.
That means she can talk all day, every day. That same strength apparently is what's leading to the final stages to the downfall of WAC100. Loose lips sink ships. And IBM Hoodlum and Loose Cannon
They already got a loose cannon. Now RANB got loose lips. There's a lot of things.
Have all of this alleged information because it's being said that RANB was being all buddy-buddy with Sharice Mills at one point, and while venting with a mix of being petty, was saying, far too much. On a side note, I believe around the time of the Stan G interview,
I believe that RANB got sick of Wack. I believe that it was been a time where RANB got whooped out by Wack, like a little situation at the car dealership where he whooped her out and put her out the car. I believe that there has been times where RANB has probably got whooped out and went to Sharice for an ear to speak to, a shoulder to lean on. And of course, Luce Cannon is sitting right there soaking up all the information for sure.
Munchie said if RANB ever goes against WAC100, it could get bad. maybe he had been watching Hoodlum's content at some point, because, you know, Hoodlum's YouTube catalog really breaks down Wack from an insider's perspective, and apparently he's been saying nearly all of this stuff for the past year, and now he's pushing it again. But anyways, back to the clips.
So I've spoke to Luce about having someone else put it out, but he keeps saying don't touch it. Honestly, the ish I got is wild, and I personally wouldn't feel right putting that man out there like that. Like I explained to you, that type of stuff, I'm not with. But if somebody else want to do it, go ahead. You feel me? But I had to get, you know, more into should I do it or send it out or should I not? All right. So, boom. As we continue, it says, and all of it came from R&B. Now, mind you, I've already said it in the past. A lot of the graphic stuff we have of Wack came from R&B, and a lot of it came from the transmission.
But those are two people that it would make sense for it to come from, because one we know to have a sexual relationship with him, and another one is alleging to have a sexual relationship with him. So I can understand how those two people could actually be pretty good sources.
But 85 to 90% of it came from his own girl. She's the one that exposed the diaper company going down the drain.
Hold on now. Let's pause real quick.
Incredible.
You mentioned the diaper company, Invisible Diapers. Before recording this, I was catching up
Invisible Diapers
on the Friday No Jumper News that featured Doughboy, okay? And he was on there responding to criticism of the fumbled Nick Cannon on the No Jumper Show thing, right? And when Ricky asked him a great question, he started saying some bullshit about, you know, I didn't want to necessarily do hardball interviews or something like that. And I gotta say this, Doughboy, if you're watching, you gotta understand something. One of No Jumper's calling cards is that they're a place with hardball interviews. Regardless of relationship with the subject, the best interviewers there have always asked the hardball questions. It's baseball season, right?
Damn it. Nick Cannon would have been a perfect person to ask about incredible diapers. I didn't even think about that. Damn, that's real.
So listen up. You joined the bullpen with pitchers that all love throwing triple-digit fastballs as often as possible. So if you plan on the audience rocking with you to any capacity, at least as an interviewer, then, you know, you probably want to start playing hardball. You got to start playing ball the way that your team plays ball.
Not the way you play.
One of the things everybody that tunes into the No Jumper world would have liked to hear Nick Cannon answer is what's up with Incredible Diapers.
Sure.
You got Wack out here making that brand look crazy. What's going on with that? Also, just my personal question is, why not just keep Wack as an angel investor? You know, hidden, ghost investor. Why does it seem like the super polarizing guy?
Why does he have to be a megaphone speaker investor?
Between the two of you know, you being Wack and Nick Cannon, why is Wack damn near the spokesperson or the face for the diaper brand at this point? That's not good for business. That's not good PR. Because now, even if they do pop up on Amazon in the US, I'm not sure if I'm putting those on my child. Because I'm not sure if I trust WAC100 as a businessman. But anyways, back to that clip. I had to get that.
I don't know anybody who would ever put their kid in a WAC100 incredible diaper. I don't know anybody who would ever be that foolish.
Off when I heard the Invisible Diapers thing.
She's the one that exposed that he was broke. She's the one that exposed the divorce situation and him losing the house. She's the one that exposed their sex life to Luce. She the one that exposed who was living where and who was living in what house. The house with her grandma and her niece and the Tivoli apartments. See, a lot of people don't know R&B was still communicating with Sharice. They had
Tivoli apartment's address was crazy. If you know, you know. Don't worry about it.
A relationship that nobody knew about. And even though it looked like they were feuding, I got screenshots to back that up. I don't want to put them on the screen right now, but I eventually will. You know, I used to ask Sharice, like, nah, you know, she involved too. We need to go at her. But Sharice was like, no, like protecting her, like R&B is, I don't want to do that to her.
So there you heard it right there. R&B via venting and pettiness was allegedly indirectly exposing Wack every time she talked or texted with LUCE Cannon's wife, Sharice Mills. So, now since Wack has completely tried to destroy LUCE but failed, LUCE's team, they have a whole war chest of info that can be used against Wack at any time. Wack is known as, Mr. Art of War, 48 Laws of Three-Finger, Napoleon Complex guy. And, those ways of thinking...
Three-Finger Napoleon Complex is sick. Three-Finger Napoleon Complex.
All have the principle of completely destroying your opponent. So since Wack has not done that, he's now going through the most embarrassing moment of his career. Regardless of if the allegations are true or not, that video has caused damage to his reputation that can never be repaired. Anytime he argues and starts talking crazy again, people will just do the Wack 100 challenge, aka lay back and close your eyes with your mouth slightly open. Now, after IBM Hoodlum dropped his video talking about all of these things, as you've seen intertwined throughout this video of mine here, he also sparked up his live stream and further explained why he's going at Wack like this and why it's so personal to him, even in more detail than before.
The nigga tried every way to stop me, bro. The nigga even tried to get me locked up, bro. And this is shit y'all don't even know about. The nigga tried to have Gigi and his bitch report me to the police. Nigga, I got the police report that R&B fouled on me. Nigga, dead homies. See, y'all don't know none of this shit. It's deep with Wack, bro.
Damn.
So what's crazy about the
police report that R&B fouled on him at Wack's request? Absolutely barnacles.
Alleged, telling through third parties is, of course, everyone knows he proudly advertised that he's feeding Flocko street.
Yeah, and then IBM Hoodlum also says that Wack is the one who snitched on Lil Durk. He said that Wack is the one who had R&B called to jail and talk about Lil Durk doing the three
information. A month or two after those two, announcing their partnership, basically, you get Flocko doing a Draco the Ruler video that promised to do the police's work for them. On top of that, though, there's plenty of other rumors out there in regards to Wack allegedly third-party telling on people. But of course, there's Ack and Trap Boy Ross absolutely grilling Wack about him allegedly telling on Big U, and Wack still gets mad to this day anytime Academics jokes about not wanting to beef with Wack because anybody who beefs with Wack ends up going to prison within the following week.
Yep.
So, really, we can just...
it's something to say when Academics is scared to beef with you because he's scared to go to jail. For sure.
Add this to the list. And speaking of added things to the list, we're going to close this video out on Adam22 telling an elite gooning story. So viewer discretion is advised. This is, I guess, an attempt to make Wack not feel so bad about the roadside beat-off video.
I have beat off driving on the highway.
Alright, so this is what we don't want to hear about. That all being said, man, y'all can go ahead and get up out of here to the next one. Y'all know the deal is red down to the left. You know the rest. We gone.
Apollo Texas.
It's dangerous. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Work all in the floorboards. Tell the ops check the scoreboard. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. And if you shoot, you ain't miss. A nigga ball like game 6. A nigga ball like game 6.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we done came from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Water like us niggas up in game 6. Mix it with the bush and you can save it. Water like us niggas up in game 6.
Game 60 bands on my neck when I got it on me. And I remember I was broke, I never let him hold me. Final seconds with my back against the wall. 81 point strong with this K, I call it Kobe. Running through this lettuce, nothing you can tell us. gotta watch my back, I know that they get jealous. Real shit, I got rich, ain't gotta embellish. Real life made men, they call us good fellas. And I ain't got anxiety, I know it's intuition. May never love a bitch, but I for sure play my position. I know the streets talking, I'm cracking, so I ain't tripping. I said I play for keeps, but I guess them niggas ain't listening. Sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Nah, you can't come outside when it's dangerous. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
I've been winning, tell my ops check the scoreboard. Money in the attic, work all in the floorboards. Late night, that's the life that we pray for. Overtime with the pack is what we in the game for. Put myself in the game and everything is just a memory. Made a couple plays for the pain, not an enemy. Gotta watch my friends more, I gotta watch the enemies. Niggas hella fake, I know we're enemies' intentions. I let it go until it click if I'm an aiming. Started staying safe and ended up staying dangerous. Game on the line, see the pressure I can take. Hall of Fame shit, so if it's mine, I'ma take. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.
You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. You can't come outside when it's dangerous. Gotta get the blicky when it's dangerous. Young niggas, we didn't get from Nathan. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Thought we would stop, we just can't quit. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6. Missy with the bullshit, you can save it. Ballin' like us niggas up in game 6.
Safe like Jordan, call it game 6. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. You niggas never outside when it's dangerous. You niggas always inside when it's dangerous. Shoot like Curry and I can't miss. Niggas sick like Jordan, call it game 6. Niggas never outside when it's dangerous.